What is definitely not holding fort is Dabur. Anyway, the numbers that came in terms of their business updates were dismal, and the kind of mood that we have in the market today has made it worse. So nearly 6.5% down now on Dabur. Their profit and revenue dip signal for Q2 because of low consumer offtake has left brokerages with a bit of a mixed view. But is there a bear case as well? Mahima and Varsha joining us now for the bull versus bear case on Dabur. Best of luck to whoever has the bull case today.
Absolutely. So since the stock has tanked quite a bit today, we'll start with the bear case first. Just to give as to what has happened in Q2 FY25 for Dabur, where the management is expecting margins to decline in mid to high teens, and they've also said that the overall consolidated revenue will see mid to single digit decline overall in Q2.
Well, I think market is being too harsh for Dabur because this is a one-time impact that Dabur may have. That's the reason that Dabur is expecting revenue growth to revive from October 24. That's from Q3 as well. And because of the rationalization of inventory that they are dealing with, they are also expecting this growth in organized channels of e-commerce and quick com as well.
Right. So basically the kind of margin hit or the revenue hit in top line is because that there is a lot of inventory pile up when it comes to the general trade, because now the demand is more towards the modern trade, that is the quick commerce and e-commerce. So management is now taking strategic decisions to move the distribution from general trade to the modern trade, and this will have a one-time hit on their financials, because of which Q2 will remain impacted. However, management has said that Q3 overall for Dabur will be better than that of Q2. And also one of the reasons why Dabur has taken a hit in terms of Q2 is because of heavy rainfalls. Demand did kind of slow down because of the heavy rains overall as well.
But Mahima, their international business is expected to register a double-digit growth, and their international business has always done well. And in future, of course, in Q3 they are expecting good business when it comes to international one, and also the Badshah masala, which grew in double-digit. Management is expecting this growth to go ahead in future as well.
Right. So now just to give a overall view of how Dabur has performed over the past 3 years and pure comparison to that, when we try to compare Dabur with small pockets like Jyoti Labs, as well as something like as compared to 3 years CAGR, Jyoti Labs has seen an overall revenue CAGR of 13%, whereas profits for Jyoti Labs has grown at a CAGR of 25%. But for the same thing for Dabur has seen a revenue growth of roughly 9%, and profits have hardly grown by 2% in the past 3 years. So Dabur, being such a big company, has not significantly clocked that kind of growth, whereas small pockets like Jyoti Labs are clearly growing at a high double-digit growth rate.
But then Mahima, you cannot compare Dabur to Jyoti Lab considering how big Dabur is versus how small Jyoti Lab is. But if you compare it with say Emami, if you see the revenue CAGR of Dabur versus Emami, Dabur has grown at a rate of 9% CAGR growth, while Emami has given a CAGR growth of around 7.5%. While if you see the profit growth for Dabur, the CAGR growth has been 2%, while Emami has seen 17%. Now this is on the back of lower tax that Emami has to pay. So this is the reason that we are seeing this huge delta when it comes to profit between Dabur and Emami.
Absolutely. So, but when we compare the valuations as well, Varsha, we are seeing that if we check the forward PE, we'll see that Dabur is very highly valued as compared to its other peers, playing in the same field, right? So if you see valuations as compared to Godrej Consumer and HUL, they're trading at 66 and 78 times, whereas Dabur's valuations are still better, as compared to all of these players.
Yeah, and also, so one reason that why Dabur's valuation is better, if you see the forward PE also, Dabur is trading at what, 50 times versus HUL at 61 and Godrej Consumer at 59. Also, if you see the growth plans that Dabur has, one is the plans to introduce premium oral offerings to oral care business to capture that market as well. Also, they are expanding their Odomos business to different geographies and enhancing the total addressable market. So growth prospects when it comes to, future for Dabur.
Right, and just to give an overall roundup of what brokerages are saying, where brokerages also have mixed view. MK and Citi, however, have a negative view on Dabur, and MK, for that matter, has downgraded Dabur to add from buy and has given the target price of 650, and they've given an estimate of 8 to 11% earnings cut by FY25 to 27. And Citi has also maintained sell and reduced the target price to 570, and they believe that quantum of impact of this entire inventory pile-up will be roughly 10% in growth, and FY25 to 27 estimates they are cutting by 3 to 6%. But I believe Nuvama is a bull case here.
Yes, so if you see, Nuvama has maintained buy with a target price of almost 760, which implies 23% upside potential. Now they are expecting Q3 to be better than Q2 because of the rationalization of the inventory that company has been doing, and they expect their advertisement revenue to be as a percentage of sales at 7%, and also their international business, if you see, they are pegging at to clock double-digit growth when it comes to international business. And the Badshah Masala, which I was talking about, that has seen a double-digit growth for Dabur, and it is expected to grow well for the future according to Nuvama as well. And lastly, if you see, Nuvama is expecting Q3 to be better on the back of winter and immunity portfolio that Dabur has. For example, a Chyawanprash that's a good sales for Dabur.
Right, so absolutely. So near term, Dabur might see some pressure in terms of Q2. But to conclude this bull versus bear case, I think long-term perspective, Dabur definitely looks, as compared to the growth plans that the management has guided, it looks like a bull case going forward.
Thank you, Mahima. Thank you, Varsha, for breaking that down. Extremely detailed. Thank you for that.